What's up, guys? This is the cleanest end to a chess game. Wait, maybe knight b6, sacrifice my queen. Oh wait, so I think I can see rook takes on c8, queen takes on b7, queen d5, queen d5. Oh my, that is the cleanest end to a game I've ever seen. Now he needs to take the queen. Okay, so I started the game. I'm playing on Lee Chess 5+3 Blitz. My opponent plays d4, I play d5. He plays the queen's gambit, and I'm gonna play e6. So we're playing a normal opening right now. And I'm going for this type of bishop b4 opening because I like when my opponents play a3 first of all, because I can take on c3 and have a very nice position in the end. He plays bishop g5, which I think I can just play knight d7 and just castle now. And yeah, after a3, I don't know, I'll probably keep my bishop because I think taking on c3, I don't really achieve a lot. He doubles his pawns and he gets the b1 file for his rook. So I'm playing bishop e7 to stop the pin, h6 to give my king a little bit of breathing space. And I think I just should develop normally, like maybe knight b6, or yeah, maybe just take the pawn on c4 to free up a little bit of space for my knight. And also gaining a tempo here, attacking white's bishop on c4. He goes to a2, which is a logical move. I think I'll just develop my pieces, and I think I'm good with the time here. My opponent, I think, has a good position. I would have expected that instead of castling, he would play e4 first to get the center now. But now I think with bishop c6, I can stop that. So knight e5 is a good move. He's putting his knight in the center and attacking my bishop. I think maybe bishop d5 makes some sense, but I'll end up trading my bishop off them, but I'll have a good knight in the center of the board. So I think that's maybe the best move here. And I think after bishop takes, I just take with the knight on b6. He takes with the knight. I'll take with the knight on b6 because I think if I would take with the knight on f6, that he could play e4, maybe. I don't know, but then the bishop on f4 is hanging. Yeah, I don't know, I'm not sure. Okay, bishop g3 makes sense to just get out of the way of losing his bishop from the knight. I think c5 also makes a lot of sense, just getting a little bit more space on the board and not letting him have a big center. If he takes the pawn, then my bishop is better, and he only has a pawn on e3 and not on d4 anymore. And I think b4 then isn't a big problem because I just go bishop b6 or something. So I don't know, let's see what he does here. So he takes the pawn, I'll just take, I think. Maybe rook c8, but then b4, and then he can just protect this pawn. So I'll just take the pawn. If he plays b4, yeah, no, he plays rook c1. I think rook c8 makes a lot of sense because I'm protecting my bishop and I'm developing a piece. And maybe queen b6 in the future to attack b2 and have a battery on the file. So I think if queen b6, actually, he could play knight c4, so I'll play queen e7. And I developed my queen, and now my rook on f8 can maybe go to d8 in the future and go on attack the queen on the d file. And I'm not sure what I should do next, but we'll see what he does now. So our time is equal. There is a 3-second increment, so we don't really need to worry about the time. So b4, I think either bishop b6 or bishop d6. I think bishop b6 is maybe better because, or d6 maybe, because if I put it on b6, then I'm staying on the file where the king is, where white's king is, so I think that makes more sense. He can't play anything like a4 because just queen takes on b4 and he loses a pawn and can't play a5. Now, if he takes the rook on c8, I just take back and I have the open file. He'll probably could play queen d2 or something. Knight c4 makes some sense, but if he takes my bishop, I guess I'll just take back with the knight. So maybe rook d8 or something. Bishop d8 doesn't look good too passive, but bishop c7. Maybe I can get rid of the bishop on g3. But I think now if after rook d8 and knight takes on b6, I just take back with the knight and I attack his queen. And I have good control over the c4 and a4 squares. Maybe I don't have a good center, but okay, queen f3, bishop c7, maybe to get out of the knight's attack and try and trade off the bishop on g3, because to be honest, that bishop is better than mine. And if he trades, I will probably just take back with the rook. Yeah, I have to, because or queen c7 looks good if he takes also. Because I might be under the file under attack, but I don't know, maybe like b5 or something. Okay, e4. e4, it looks like... Okay, so wait, if I play bishop g3, e takes on d5, rook takes on d5, and f takes on g3, and I'm down a piece. So I think knight b6 makes sense because I'm just moving out of the way from the attack. And I'm also, my bishop is still looking at the bishop on g3, so... Okay, so he takes on c7. I'll take with the rook or with the queen, I'm not sure. I think with the queen, he can't take on b6. Wait, so wait, queen c7, knight takes on b6, queen takes on c1. He can't take back because rook c1 is checkmate, so wait, queen e2 to protect the rook. And then I think, yeah, just queen c6, knight takes on c6, rook takes d8. And I have a good position, I think. I mean, he has a bishop, and I have a knight. But I think that's an okay position, so I'll play that. I mean, if he plays something like, I don't know, just a random move like h3, I guess I'm just playing knight takes on c4. If he takes with the bishop, b5, and he loses because he can't move his bishop because queen takes on c1. And I think if rook takes on c4, I'm not sure. I think just... Yeah, I'm not really sure. Okay, so e5. I think just knight f d5. Put my knight in the center. Maybe like knight a4 and knight c3 in the future have some good activity. And with knight d5, I don't know, it's... If I can ever get my queen to a4, it looks like I'll just either win a3 or b4. Because the pawn on a3, you can't protect it easily. If I trade off the knight on c4, then only the queen's protecting. And I think I couldn't be able to win. Okay, so wait, rook e2 looks weird. So wait, knight takes on c4. It looks like he has to take with the bishop because otherwise b5. Knight takes on c4, rook takes on c4. I don't know, that looks like in a good position. I think... Okay, wait, so I have 1 minute 25. I need to play a move. Knight takes on c4. I think he has to play rook on takes on c4 because otherwise b5. And he's pinned, he can't move his bishop because it's just checkmate. And I think... Okay, so wait, he has 20 seconds more than me in time. I don't know. He has to take with the rook, I think. If he plays bishop takes just b5 and I win, I think. And if rook takes, I don't know, like maybe queen d7 or something and trade the rooks. Looks like I could play that. Okay, so he's thinking now we're in front in time. He has 1 minute 10 left. Okay, rook takes. Okay, so wait, queen d7 or queen e7? Oh wait, do I have another move? Okay, queen takes on e5 doesn't work. So wait, it feels like there's something in this position. Wait, maybe knight b6, sacrifice my queen. Brilliant move. Maybe knight b6, because he can't take with the rook on c7 because rook d1 is checkmate. He needs to block with the rook. And I take on e1 and it's checkmate. So wait. Knight b6. Rook takes on c7 doesn't work. And if he plays he cannot move anywhere. So wait, knight b6, rook c2 or something, or rook e1. I just win the rook if he doesn't move the rook. Okay, wait, 35 seconds. I need to play a move. Knight b6. I mean, he obviously can't take the queen. So, like, if rook c2 or something, rook c2, then I would just play rook d1, rook e1, rook takes on e1. I mean, if he plays any of the two moves, rook e1 or h3, then I would just play knight takes on c4 and be ahead in material. So I think let's just win. Okay. So he's like 2 seconds behind in time now. That's already a bit better. So wait, I think this is a brilliant move because he can't do anything, I think. I just win material. I don't know, maybe he'll play something like queen b3 or something weird to like protect the d1s. Okay, wait, so rook ec2, I think I can... Okay, so he's protecting the d1 square. I'll just take the rook, I think. I think this is just completely winning now. Like queen d7, I'm threatening queen d1. Or no, wait, e5 is just a free pawn and I'm attacking mate on e1 also. Okay, wait, so he's at like 17 seconds now. Also, queen... Okay, wait, so h3, and I play queen a1. Okay, g3, queen a1, I think just. I win the bishop. Queen a1, king g2 is forced, and then queen takes on a2. And I get another bishop for free. Okay, he has 7 seconds. Okay, queen a2. Whoa, wait, so I think I can see rook takes on c8, queen takes on b7, queen d5, queen d5. Oh my, that is the cleanest end to a game I've ever seen. Now he needs to take the queen, and I'm just a rook up in the endgame, and he resigns. Okay, so that was a pretty cool game. I get plus 26 rating, and I'm gonna analyze my game now. So, I think he probably had a better position in the beginning of the game, but then he just messed up the game. So wait, he played d4, queen's gambit. This is all normal opening. Okay, wait, so a3 was an inaccuracy from him. Okay, wait, so I'm just speeding through the moves right now. Okay, so bishop d5 wasn't a good move. Okay, wait, so 94% accuracy. 94% accuracy. That's not so bad. He had 84. Okay, I also had 2 inaccuracies. But, I mean, when you look at the game, I think he was pretty good. So c4, e6. Okay, so queen a4 after bishop b4 would have also been good. Okay, so the opening was good, to be honest, for both of us. Okay, bishop d5 inaccuracy. So he just played 2 inaccuracies in a row. Knight c4 was good. Okay, rook fd8 was bad for some reason. Queen c7, best move. Rook e2 was a blunder. Okay, now he has to take with the rook, and knight b6 is the top move. Brilliant move. That's the top move. Okay, so you play as rook c2, yeah, and then I get, yeah, it's like -7 for me right now. And yeah, queen d5. Queen d5, and I just win the game. So yeah, 94% accuracy game. I mean, 2 inaccuracies, but I mean, when you look at the eval bar, he was even better at one point, but then he played like one move, knight fd5, which just messed up the whole game, to be honest. So I mean, yeah, that's a pretty good game, I think. So it actually says I need to practice my d4 openings for some reason. But I mean, yeah, so I guess that's it for today.